welcome to this edition of UCentral News. I'm Michaela Novitsky, filling in for Anthony Mellendorf.
And I'm Bailey Holland.
A winter advisory is now in effect for portions of central, northern, and western Oklahoma.
The advisory is in effect due to freezing rain and drizzle in the area. The National Weather Service advises caution for slick spots on bridges, overpasses, and any other elevated roadways through this afternoon.
Temperatures will remain near freezing for most of the afternoon. Areas north of I-40 are the most affected.
And we have Micah Wilson with more details on how this cold front could affect us. Micah?
Yeah, as you've seen, they have a winter weather advisory over there in kind of northeastern Oklahoma. Here in Edmond, it is feeling cold. As you can see students walking around, they're bundled up. They have their backpacks, their coats. Definitely want to have a beanie on. I was out earlier today and the wind kept blowing and making my ear freeze. It was very, very cold. As we look at temperatures right now we see it's 37 degrees here in Edmond. Thankfully, the rain has stopped, but we still have those clouds lingering around with us. Feels like 30 degrees, and the humidity is at 91. So you feel that cold wind and then that kind of moisture on you. Not a good combination. Definitely want to just pull at your coats and all that. To take a look at right now across the state, we see 30s all across the state except for eastern Oklahoma. They're in the 40s. And then, as always, Idabel. They have something different for us each day. They're at 57 degrees. When I asked for fall, that's what I was expecting. 57 degrees, up low 60s, upper 50s, but instead, this is what we got here in Edmond, 37 degrees. Coming up in a bit, I will let you know when we can see freezing rain here in the metro, as well as your Halloween forecast, and when we'll see the sun again. For now, back to you all at the desk.
Thanks, Micah. And with this sudden change in temperature, it can catch unsuspecting students by surprise. UCentral reporter Hannah Baker is in the studio with the story. Hannah?
Yes, it's cold and flu season right now, and these drastic weather changes are affecting students and the community as a whole. So where can students turn to when the freeze catches them by surprise?
Most places around the world get 4 seasons. Unfortunately, sometimes here in Oklahoma, things go from one extreme to another, going from warm and sunny to cloudy and cold. Today and tomorrow, our highs are expected to be in the 30s, and the temperature is going to get as low as 25, with rain likely expected going into the evenings tonight and all day tomorrow. Students all over campus are bracing themselves for the tolling winter since autumn seems to have been skipped over. Yes, and the National Weather Service has tips for dressing for the cold weather, such as wearing layers, a scarf, gloves, and especially a coat. And for those in need that can't afford these items, you can go to the community closet here on campus, located in Thatcher Hall right behind me, where they offer these items for students for free.
We do have some boots, coats, and we just started hanging up our sweaters and long sleeve shirts, and so we have all of that stuff available since it is getting a lot colder.
They get donations once or twice a week, so the closet is always filled with necessities for students and the community members.
Here's one of our pullovers, so we have a lot of different options of things that you can choose from. We have pullovers, we have sweaters, long sleeve shirts.
And they do see more visits for outerwear with the drastic weather changes.
We do have that once the weather does change, because like last week it just went right to 30 degrees, and we had probably 5 or 6 people coming in asking for sweaters and everything.
The community clothing closet is actually open now from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and although the hours have changed, there's volunteers and student workers around earlier if you need to get items at an earlier time.
And if you would like to donate to the community closet, you can donate in Thatcher in room 106. They are always collecting donations. And as Micah mentioned, there is a weather advisory for tonight, so be sure to bundle up. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Hannah. Millions of people are now without power in Northern California. California is under fire, and now frustration and anger from residents in the area as the state's biggest utility began with blackouts today. This is the 3rd blackout imposed this week and the 4th in a month. The shutoffs are aimed to prevent electrical equipment from sparking wildfires. Pacific Gas and Electric said this blackout would affect 1.5 million people in 29 counties, adding to the 1 million people who are still without power since last weekend.
And a Texas man is in custody after opening fire at a college homecoming party, killing 2 people and injuring 12 others. Brandon Ray Gonzalez was booked on Monday on a charge of capital murder, and $1 million bond was set. According to authorities, Gonzalez opened fire Saturday night at an off-campus party where about 750 people were celebrating Texas A&M University's homecoming. Investigators believe Gonzalez was targeting one person and ended up shooting others.
And with the constitutional carry law going into effect on Friday, UCO staff are adding signs across campus, reminding people that firearms are not allowed anywhere except the parking lot.
So you can't carry it through campus, you can't have it on campus property, you can't take it to a football game or basketball game or whatever. It doesn't matter what the function is or your reason for being on campus, it cannot leave the parking lot.
And for those interested in going green, there will be a panel presentation at the Edmond Library tonight. The Solar Power of Oklahoma is hosting a Solar Town Roadshow to educate citizens about solar power and the limitations Edmond Electric customers face. According to the company, under the current distribution plan, Edmond Electric is limiting their systems to an estimated 255 customers. The show will take place later today from 6 p.m. to 7 at the Metropolitan Library in Edmond. And if you're a permanent resident of the city of Edmond, you're eligible for a low-cost ambulance service that saves you the costly trouble of having to pay out of pocket. The IMSA Care program provides emergency ambulance services to Edmond citizens without the expensive costs usually accompanied with an ambulance ride. The service covers medical emergencies from when you're away from home, and residents can opt in or out during the month of October by calling the utility customer service, and the cost for the service comes in a $3 monthly charge that's added to your billing statement. The all-new participants of the program will have the coverage effective on November 1st.
What if changing your commute could save you money? If you are looking for a low-cost transportation method and want to save an extra buck, UCentral's Lenora La Victoire tells you more about the CityLink services that can help you commute to campus.
Most mornings, instead of climbing behind the driver's seat, I climb aboard the CityLink 100X. This route makes a loop around downtown, the OU Medical Center, and the state capitol before taking off to Edmond via I-35. And the best part about it?
They're all completely free. You don't have to show ID, you don't have to have a pass, you just hop on and hop off wherever you would like.
By taking the CityLink bus from my apartment in Oklahoma City, I save $3.45 a day. That doesn't seem like much, but that's $17.25 a week. And if I took the bus every day this fall semester, by winter break, I would have saved $293. But the savings don't end there. I skip buying an almost $200 parking pass, and the trip takes about 40 minutes. Time flies thanks to the bus's free Wi-Fi, and I don't have to find a parking spot. Platt says taking the bus isn't just good for students, it also is helping the university.
If we can reduce the amount of cars on campus, that really helps kind of with the congestion we see in our parking lots. I know that alternative transportation and buses aren't something around these parts that people are used to using. So there's a lot of questions I think people have when they're getting on the bus for the first time. How does it work? How do I know how to get to point A to point B? So just reach out to us. It's not a scary thing. You can always ask the bus drivers as well. And just know that it's a really easy mode of transportation.
And at $0, it fits right into a student budget. In Edmond, Lenora La Victoire, UCentral News.
To see all the stops on the CityLink 100X, go to edmond.com or download the CityLink Edmond app to track your bus in live time. And UCO's Department of Theater Arts will soon hit the waters at Mitchell Hall this Thursday to perform Peter and the Starcatcher. This Peter Pan prequel takes the audience on a swashbuckling adventure that's fun for the whole family. Come along a hilarious and magical journey to Neverland with Peter, the Lost Boys, the Pirates of the Jolly Roger, and a few new characters. Peter and the Starcatcher opens at 7:30 on Halloween night, and tickets are on sale now. The show runs Thursday through Sunday. Tickets are free for UCO students and range from $10 to $20 for all others. Tickets can be purchased at the door or online at uco.edu/Mitchell Hall.
And soon those of us in the metro won't have to drive to the coast to see the wonders of the sea, because this week construction begins on a new interactive aquarium called the Blue Zoo. The Blue Zoo is opening its doors next summer for families with over 200 species of animals, including sharks, clownfish, jellyfish, and even seahorses. It'll be located in the Quail Springs Mall, and the interactive aquarium aims to educate and inspire people of all ages in its hands-on environment. There are more than 12 attractions, including a shark exhibit, a reef tank, a predator exhibit, and a pirate ship. How about that?
And when we come back, when is it going to stop raining and your Halloween forecast?
All that and more coming up after the break.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hi, and welcome back, Broncos. As you've seen, right now it is very, very cold. It's 37 degrees, cloudy. We had rain earlier today, but thankfully that has ended. But if you have been outside, you know that it's cold. And like Hannah said, you do need to dress for the cold weather. You need to pull out a scarf, jacket, a beanie, something. It's cold. So as you go into tonight, the temperature is really not going to change. It's going to be a 35 degrees for the temperature. It's going to feel like 31, but we will have the chance of rain returning with us. It will be a 60% chance of some light storms tonight. So cloudy, kind of dreary day. Much like today, the temperature really hasn't changed. As we go into tonight across the state, look at these temperatures. Statewide, we have a range of temperatures on the opposite sides of the state. Guyman's at 23, while Idabel is at 55 for tonight's low. And then Oklahoma City is at 35. So as we take a look at your precipitation chances tonight, it's supposed to snow in part of the state. Guyman and Woodward have that chance of snow. And then we have some chance of some light rain here in the city. And then as we go into eastern Oklahoma, we see high chances of rain in the 90s and the hundreds. As you take a look at tomorrow's precipitation chances, we see again, they have that snow in Guyman and Woodward, about a 50-60% chance. And then we have a mix here in Eden and Clinton area. And then the city, we have a 60% chance. And your day planner, it's going to be in the 30s all day. And we do get a chance of some snow and rain mix about 4 o'clock around newscast time, get a 30% chance. And I also have for tomorrow, you see it's 40s and then 30s all around. And coming up, I will give you a Halloween forecast and your 7-day. For now, back to you all.
Thanks, Micah. And coming up on UCentral, a man takes Popeyes to court.
And after the break, Brooke will tell us more on that story in the restaurant and what's trending in social media.
Stick with us.
A new and innovative graduate degree is now here at the University of Central Oklahoma. I'm one of the first to explore it. It's called the Professional Science Masters, or PSM. The computational program helps math, science, and engineering students find their edge. Combine graduate courses in a STEM field with MBA classes. Gain skills that are cutting edge and relevant. The program is flexible and convenient with locations downtown Oklahoma City and Edmond. Connect to Central. Advance your career with the Professional Science Masters.
Ride on a wave or climb above trees. See something new in the land of no boundaries. In a state with the most diverse terrain, it's all fun and games. Plan it all at travelok.com. Come see for yourself where you've never gone.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made this vacation happen.
Double points with every purchase?
Cleverly merging promotions.
Love it.
Cross-referencing travel sites. And booking all your flights with those...
Vouchers. I got us bumped.
They were like, oh. But now they're like... Aloha. You aced this vacation. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
UCentral Radio.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to UCentral News. I'm Brooke Dykes here for your social media update. Let's take a look and see what's trending and happening on social media. Well, who knew chicken could cause so much beef? A Tennessee man's lawsuit against Popeyes for running out of chicken sandwiches is going to trial. Craig Barr filed suit for $5,000 in damages after the fast food chain ran out of their popular chicken sandwiches in August, and it is now moving to trial. On Monday, the trial date got set for January 8th. Barr is seeking the $5,000 after he says he was experiencing emotional damages and wasted time. His complaint was that Popeyes was giving false advertising because every Popeyes he went to had no chicken sandwiches available. Barr also claims he had $1,500 worth of damage to his tire rims on his car. He claims one of the restaurants he drove to trying to find one of the chicken sandwiches had a very unsafe parking lot. Looks like we can only hope that Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwiches don't cause this much uproar. The fires in California were no match for the flames between this bride and groom. Katie and Curtis Furland got married Saturday night at a vineyard in Sonoma County. Meanwhile, the Kincaid fire burned just miles away, and now their wedding picture is burning all over social media and getting lots of attention. As the fire was burning, both Katie and Curtis were thinking that they would have no other choice but to cancel the wedding. But their wedding planner, Sarah Sergru, had other plans to redesign the wedding. Sarah gave her thoughts on how she was going to make the wedding work. I was thinking American Gothic, the 1930s painting that was the regular, normal of the American life at this time. She also calls it the New American Gothic. Their wedding picture was taken by photographer Karina Rohr as the bride and groom were getting married with the fire burning just miles away. This wedding will for sure get you in that Halloween spirit. Bud Light has found themselves a new hero. After Game 5 of the World Series on Sunday, the Washington Nationals fan Jeff Adams did not miss a chance to catch a home run ball, even with 2 beers in his hand. After the game and catching Bud Light's attention, Bud Light tweeted, "This man is a hero. Twitter, please figure out who this guy is so we can reward him." Adams told the Washington Post, "I had a Little League coach and his name was Wayne Mitchell. He taught me how to put a chest in front of a ball and let it bounce in front of me. So I put my chest in front of it, right?" And that's exactly what he did. Adams eventually got rewarded with free tickets to the Game 6 of the World Series. And also, if you haven't heard, today, October 29th, is National Cat Day, so make sure to give all the cats you know some extra love. And tweet all your pictures with the hashtag National Cat Day. Well, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss out on anything UCentral News. Give us a follow on Twitter at UCentral Media and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCentral. Hope you guys have a great day, Broncos. And now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Brooke. And after the break, Bryce will tell us more about the new NCAA ruling and how it affects athletes here at UCO.
So stay with us.
I could go back and change it all. I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah! Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at SheCanSTEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Good afternoon, Bronco fans. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of UCentral Sports. I'm your host, Bryce McInnes. And today we have a big update from the NCAA regarding college athletes and profits from their name and image. The NCAA's Board of Governors ruled unanimously earlier today to begin the process of allowing college athletes to benefit from their name, image, and likeness. The meeting took place at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia, and various NCAA figureheads presented a status report to the Board of Governors. The board declared that the NCAA will proceed in figuring out how to feasibly provide athletes at each of its 3 divisions the ability to benefit from their names while maintaining their amateur status by January of 2021. The NCAA has assigned a task force to work out the solution. UCentral Sports stopped by UCL men's basketball practice earlier today to talk to head coach Bob Hoffman about how the rules will affect the program and what it means for athletes at the Division II level.
I think it'll be one of those things we'll kind of have to wait and see exactly how it all comes down and what each conference decides to do with their positioning in issuing money, and then what programs, what sports are the most benefited from it. But I think in general, I know a lot of student athletes, especially the Power 5 conferences, are going to be able to get a little bit of money that they didn't have before, and it'd probably be a little more than laundry money.
Hoffman also said that while certain benefits will extend to Division II and Division III athletics, the biggest winners of the ruling could likely be the top 10 or 20 athletes in each sport, who could soon benefit from their likeness in the forms of publicity rights, autographs, and other memorabilia. This ruling by the NCAA comes a month after the state of California passed a law making it illegal for the NCAA to prohibit athletes from making money from endorsements, autograph signings, and social media advertising. And with the news of athletes gaining compensation for their likeness, of course the internet has directed its attention to video games. Immediately following the decision, tweeters flooded the web with petitions for EA Sports to develop a new NCAA football game. The NCAA football franchise was discontinued in 2014 due to the NCAA's dispute over athletes' likeness, which struck a nerve with fans of the game. ESPN even tweeted this edit of a potential NCAA football game, including Oklahoma quarterback Jalen Hurts on the cover. Unfortunately, due to the ruling's timeline, the earliest game we could probably get is NCAA Football 22. EA Sports has not made an announcement on whether or not they'll bring the game back, so fingers crossed. Thanks for joining us today, Bronco fans, and have a great afternoon. And make sure to tune back with us tomorrow at 4:45 to hear from Logan Long. Bailey and Michaela, back to you.
Thanks, Bryce.
And when we come back, we'll get a last look at weather.
So stick with us.
Whomever you want to be, wherever you want to go, UCO's College of Business can help get you there.
Our degree programs and dedicated faculty will help you gain the knowledge and skills you need to connect to the future of business.
Because of UCO's College of Business, I've been able to be successful in business and in leadership. They take that time for situational things to prepare you and give you the tools, essential needs, and skill sets that's going to set you up for success in the future.
You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You can live all you ever wanted.
Larger than life is what we've made Oklahoma City, with a spirit that says, go for it.
You can have all you ever wanted. You know you could.
We are one of the oldest institutions of higher learning in Oklahoma.
We are teaching tomorrow's leaders. We are champions.
We're the first forensic science program of its kind in the state.
We are making school rock.
We are the leaders on campus today and in our communities tomorrow.
We are reaching new heights in the fine arts.
We are tomorrow's business innovators.
We are learning to prevent illness and promote health in our community.
We are all this and more. We are Central.
Welcome back to UCentral News.
Let's get a last look at weather.
How's it looking, Micah?
Guys, I'm actually going to talk about Halloween. That is coming up.
Yes.
So your Halloween trick-or-treat forecast, 6 p.m. is going to be 41 degrees, and then it's going to 39. We have a clear day on Halloween, thankfully, and then 33, so definitely want to bundle up. As we go into your 7-day, right now it is actually raining. It's raining pretty hard right now. It wasn't raining earlier, now it is.
You hear it in the studio right now?
Yeah, I actually went outside and I heard it. And then tomorrow, it's going to be the same thing. So definitely want to bundle up, get a coat, pull that out from your parents' house, and rain jacket, hat, beanie, all that. But then as we go into Monday, it will feel nice, 60 degrees. I don't know if you all see that. Tomorrow, it will be a low of 25.
Whew. Why'd you do that, Mike?
Look, I tell you, blame Jesus, not me.
Okay, but Halloween, it's going to be cold,
Yes.
So what the heck? Are we supposed to dress up or not?
Dress up as Eskimos.
Stay inside.
Dress up as you said stay inside.
Let's kick off for that.
What are you guys going to be for Halloween? Or have you even picked anything out yet?
I'm thinking maybe Robin. Robin from Batman.
Okay.
Robin. That'd be cute.
That'd be cute. Nothing.
I'm not creative.
You should be a weatherman.
Oh, this every day.
I've actually dressed up once already, and I dressed up as an army girl. So I have to come up with another
Oh, no,
costume
it was
this
basic.
weekend. Yes,
It was in a basic
yes,
outfit, so that's
yes.
cute. I might just be a vampire.
A vampire.
Again, for like the 6th year in a row. So.
We'll bring a coat for sure. You just don't want to freeze if that's
Yeah, gotta be a warm vampire.
Right, very warm. Just do this the whole time, just walk around.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to this edition of UCentral News.
Make sure to add us on Twitter at UCentral and on Facebook at UCentral.
Have a great night, Edmond.